Hello there and welcome. You are tuned into the Birth Whisperer, where you discover courage, calmness and confidence for giving birth. My name is Anna Wild and today I couldn't resist sharing some more EFT with you, this time tapping on our fear of the pain in labour and birth, because I know this is the #1 fear people have about giving birth, that it is going to be so painful that they won't be able to cope. And sometimes the fear of the pain and how bad it's going to be can really affect our capacity to relax, stay calm, not only during the contractions, but between the contractions when very little is happening. So let's really take the bull by the horns and acknowledge this fear of pain and use EFT tapping to calm ourselves down so that we can just get on with birthing in a calmer way. So let's acknowledge this fear. So we start by, again, rating how strong is our fear of the pain during labour and birth. So just saying to yourself right now, I feel scared of the pain when I give birth. I feel scared about how painful it's going to be, because I have heard from so many people and television shows and my friend and my mother and so many people have told me how this is the most painful thing that you will ever experience. And so it just feels really, really scary. So allowing yourself to welcome the intensity of the fear about the pain, just noticing that in your body, how does it feel? And if you had to give it a rating, how strong would it be from 0 being like no problem at all, like you're just like okay with it, to 10 being the worst that it could be. You're terrified. So just note that down, and you can just note it down in your mind or on a piece of paper. So do that now, and then we're going to start tapping. And we start on our karate chop point, which is right here on the side of the hand. Even though I feel so scared about how painful birth is going to be, just tapping along and repeating after me. So I'll do that once more. Even though I feel so scared about how painful birth will be, repeating after me, I deeply and completely accept myself and all of these scary feelings. Even though part of me feels terrified of labour pain and how painful giving birth will be, I lovingly accept all of me, including my feelings. Even though part of me is so scared of how painful birth might be, I accept myself and these scary feelings, and I'm open to a new perspective. And so after we've acknowledged that fear of the pain, we move to the top of the head. This fear of how painful labour and birth might be. And then on to the eyebrow point. I feel really scared of the pain. Outside of the eye, people say it's the worst thing ever. Hope you're repeating after me and tapping along. Under the eye, people say so. It must be painful. Under the nose, I just don't think I can cope with labour pain and giving birth. Under the mouth, the pain of birth sounds like a total nightmare. Collarbone point, with the whole hand or the fingertips. We're just tapping on these points just below the collarbone here. Part of me feels so scared of how painful, about how painful it will be. And then finally, under the arm, I am so anxious about the pain of birth. So we've really fully acknowledged and honoured that fear and worry. So we take a deep breath in and out and just notice, how does that feel now? I'm scared of the pain. Just say that to yourself and just notice, is your response as strong as it was? It may well have dropped a little, it may well have dropped a lot. If you're still feeling exactly the same intensity of fear about the pain, then do another couple of rounds, just press pause and do another couple of rounds just expressing. It's like a verbal brainstorm about the fear of the pain. Just talk through it. And then there may be another aspect about the pain that you want to be more specific about, so do that too. And then we move on to opening to another possibility about how we could respond to pain. So we go back to the top of the head and we start tapping again and saying, maybe I don't have to feel stressed about the pain. And then the eyebrow point, I wonder if feeling scared of the pain isn't helpful. Outside of the eye, maybe being terrified of the pain won't help me. Under the eye, I wonder if I could have a different relationship with pain. Under the nose, maybe I don't know how it will feel at all. Under the mouth, I wonder if I could be curious and relaxed about my birthing experience and the sensations I'll experience. Collarbone, what if some women find they can cope really well with the pain? Under the arm, maybe some women don't experience pain at all. It's true, some women don't. Top of the head, maybe some women have a positive relationship with the strong sensations of birth. Eyebrow point, I wonder if I can open to the possibility of coping well with challenging, strong sensations. Outside of the eye, what if I could calm down and feel relaxed in my body and respond calmly to each wave of a contraction? Under the eye, what if I could remember that there is always space between contractions? Under the nose, what if I could calm down and open to the possibility that I can deal with this? Under the mouth, I'd like to change my attitude to one of curiosity and interest. Collarbone, I'd like to feel calmer about the strong sensations of birth. Under the arm, maybe it will be hard sometimes and I can cope. So just stop and take a deep breath in and out. And then we move on to the final step, which is moving into owning the potential that it could be okay and that you'll cope, you'll be fine, and that you have the capacity to keep relaxing, to keep calming down. And this will help you to be present in a welcoming way to the strong sensations, to the contractions, as you move step by step closer to meeting your baby. So top of the head again, I choose to be open to being curious about birth and the sensations of labour. Eyebrow point, I choose to remember that freaking out about the pain of birth before I get there may not help me and probably won't help me during my birth. I choose to feel calm and relaxed about birth and the changing sensations of birth. I choose to know that I can cope. I choose to feel confident that I can relax between the contractions and that I can cope with the sensations during the contractions. I choose to be optimistic that I can do it. I choose to feel better about the pain. Maybe the pain will be different to anything I've experienced before. I choose to know that millions of women have done this, and so can I. So that's it for now. It's been awesome tapping with you. Please get in touch if you feel like there are bigger aspects coming up to do with your fear of birth or things you've experienced in the past that might affect your birth. I'm really happy to do a one-on-one session with you. You can book that through this website or work with a therapist near you, because clearing this unhelpful emotion and fear about birth is so helpful during birth, that you can just acknowledge things and move on so they don't affect your birth process. Have a great day. If you've found this video helpful, share it with your friends, with anyone who's pregnant, and keep tapping. You're awesome, and I wish you a fantastic birth.